Ready up, Sealed Hunters. How's everyone doing today? Ankura! Cheers, I just took a sip already from my coffee, but still. Bleh. That's how I'm doing today. I wanted to rest. But as the name of the game suggests, no rest for the wicked. Also guys, in case you wanted to see my testing, see me doing stuff like this and so on, right? But you missed the streams here. I have the streams, the first 3 parts, 2 more are coming later today. I have them here.
We can restore his your beta part.
Ooh. Ooh. There, what do I need to do for this? Mariner's Keep. Let's start with that then. Ah shit, I forgot to post one of the things yesterday. Luckily I have screenshots. It wasn't about sleeping, it was about just resting. You have streamed yourself, so you know it's not hard, but that like physical labor jobs or other jobs, but you know how draining it can be to keep your attention on 2 things for so long. Like chat and gaming, and then at the same time I'm doing tests when I find bugs, and I'm active on the Discord at the same time, or try to be, and all of that stuff. So it was about that resting, you know? Having a day off. But I don't want to... I want to play this character, but I don't want to play this character off stream. And then we can also not forget, there is another big thing that costs energy in my body at the moment. It may not seem like it anymore, but my body is still healing. I'm still not allowed to carry more than 5 kilograms at the moment. Cheers, Zeka. I was just on my coffee cup anyway. How are you doing? And ready up. Uh-oh. Wait, something is not right. Ow. Ah, right. I have the bleeding thing, but I don't have put bleed into the bow yet, because I don't have another bleeding gem. God damn that stagger. You know what? Fuck this. You guys wanna play dirty? Let's play dirty. Ah, I'm so sorry to hear that. I did not sleep too well either. Also for planning, let me check real quick what the facets for armor. Durability removed. Bulky could be good. Stable could also be good. Stamina, agile, of course. Okay, frantic on legs. Glove and rapid on gloves for sure. Even if that reduces the stamina regeneration. Then we just need to work with extra regeneration on enchantments and buff them with their other gems. Yeah, it will. After you move somewhere, it takes some time for your body to get back used to it. After all, a chipped spike. Fuck yes.
It matter this.
You know what? Let's be kind. Silas always helped us, so let's be kind. Holy fuck. Dude.
Your true armor is your will.
That was such a lucky roll for him. Give me a second, guys.
Make the work. I felt the aura of you. Life.
Infuse. Destroy. I just swapped a gem. Boosts.
Why, Cotton? Greetings, warrior.
Let's see. Ready up, Silas. How are you doing? We just concluded an experiment. I posted the experiment and the conclusion in the Wicked build as well. If enchantment power does also increase negative enchantments. And it does. It was a simple test. I had a skull in the gloves. I replaced it with a gem that increased enchantment power at full focus. And I had less max health. After that I used focus and the health regeneration kicked in again. Very simple experiment. Yeah, a bit exhausted. But otherwise good. And here is that beauty. And just think about this. With an enchant like this, damage increased by 4% of current durability. Or attack speed increase based on current durability. Any durability enchantment with this. Let's go to the bows here, to the plagued bows actually, and check what one can do. You could get up to 30 attack speed or damage. More crit chance. Then maybe, since it's you can use rune with it, movement speed increase after rune attacks. Dude, you have this is a tasty one. Going well. 2 of the wounds still not fully healed, but I also assume that it is one of the reasons I'm feeling so exhausted, is because, well, I am still recovering, you know? Let's see. Oh! You know what? You are always helping me out and are kind. So... let me use one of my essence embers for you as well. Since I know you don't really have the time to play that much. There you go. Suddenly almost 18% more damage on this. Oh, the rest of this thing you have to craft yourself. But yeah, I saw the durable facet in the bounty reward and was like, okay, this thing has potential. And then when I used the freaking corrupting ember, like, look how many I have of those corrupting embers. Over 10, right? I knew I had to try get it. And then, sorry, this is just prime setup. I don't think the weapon has a charged attack, so you need to get rid of that, but the rest? Oh, you will love the... if you get your hand on a lacquered bow, you will love that. This time it's on the map. Remember? This is the one that wasn't on the map yesterday. But this time it's also in the Black Trench and not in the... I wonder if it was mistakenly put into the shallows when it's a Black Trench thing, you know? Cheers, Kura. Ah, okay. But yeah, I will still... I forgot to do it yesterday, but I do have the screenshots after all. And look at that, I got the... Oh, I can also... Yeah, let me prove again what I wrote in the forums. Now wait, I have armor penetration on all of my things, so that would also go with it. But I still... No, wait, I can easily prove it still. I think I will also make that suggestion to them. That they in the compendium change elemental damage to status. Or affliction, since that is what caused the confusion for that one person in the...
Wouldn't you like to see some?
with the lacquered bow. But it's really easy to prove right now that bleed is physical. All we need to do for that is the blade oil. You have even an answer to that post. Oh, the suggestion. Here. Now it's 21 and 33s on crit, right? We use the blade oil, which increases the bleed, which gives bleed infusion and increases our physical damage by 20%. No, you replied to the thread. You said you would ask if it was a bug and bring it as a possible bug report to Moon. I'm talking about the lacquered bow thread about bleed not triggering the Hunter's Mark for elemental damage. And this is how I got my conclusion that bleed is just physical damage. Because why would it be on the blade oil otherwise, you know? Here. And then, as you can see, instead of 21, 24 normal, and instead of 33 crits, 38, 39 crits. But I can also see the extra confusion because the other thing is items. I understand why they did it, but they put physical damage into the elemental bracket. Of course, because otherwise you had the reason elemental was king over physical is physical damage was in the normal damage category, so you could get normal damage plus elemental damage, but not normal damage plus physical damage, which is now possible. But since it's the elemental category, yeah. But I also don't know how to rename that properly, you know? Because calling it the damage type category also doesn't really fit because of the bonus stuff that can be in there. Like, let me look through my stuff here. If it was just the elemental damages, that would be completely fine, but I think it also has... Yeah, I don't know. Huh. But you see what I mean, right? There are some... Oops. That can be very confusing for such effects. By the way, did you get any response if this is a bug with keeping elemental going? Like if I use a fire enchantment that I can keep going with the Hunter's marks. Again, I think it is intended because so you can keep up the 4 stacks with just one elemental arrow, but the buffing it up. The bug report I put under the physical with the lacquered bow as well. Yeah, I wanted to know if you gotten a reply for that already. Since I would have I want to build around that, but I don't want to if it's a bug. I can see both. Since it's clearly on purpose. Because it always triggers at the same time. Like here, wait, let me show. Whoop. Well, I put no fire enchantment on. So, look at the timer. You see with the timer, it goes up always at the same time when I deal the fire damage. It always goes up at around 3 to 2 seconds left. If I attack again with the same element. So this to me implies that this is simply there. That you can, after you have applied all 4 with the elements, and you keep attacking with physical damage, that at the end you can use the same element if you want. But I don't know if it is also on purpose that you can buff fully up with just one element like this. Like, I thought first maybe there is not just an internal cooldown, but also a flag that it only triggers when you are at 4. But if it is on purpose, it opens up so many interesting builds that don't necessarily rely on the last, admittedly, extreme powerful bonus of the bow once that one is fixed. Because this would allow for a full focus build without going to other... I leave that to you. Hey, who knows? Maybe I'm lucky today and someone from Moon Studios, one of the devs, drops by again. I had it happen 3 times by now. 1 Kuro and 2 times Thomas. Yeah, I figured. Man, you know, I'm always so happy and see it as such a big success when death shows up in my streams. Could you imagine how beast this bow would be if the physical damage buff would work? But again, even without it, I think that one will be, if it is intended with the elements. Like I said, I want a second lacquered bow that I will then just put on element and put as my offhand. For mobbing. Because it will be, during mobbing, it is hard to keep the buffs active. But if you just can use the natural elemental enchantment on the bow for that. Favorite map? It's not on the game yet. I can already tell you my favorite map will be the ice area they talked about. Because I'm a sucker for ice and snow. Of the current maps, honestly, it's so hard. By the way, I would love a way to go to the world map from here, or go from the world map to the Black Trench. Frigid Peak it was called, I think. The Nameless Pass is very high, especially the change when you need to go there again at the end of the current game. Like, that blew my mind. Then I'm someone that really loves nature, so the Marin Woods are also really high up my list. But so are the lowland meadows, those beautiful flowers there. Bitches.
You will be silenced.
Ow. Ow. I focus too much on applying them there. On applying the hunter's marks. But also look at how the gloves. I don't think I will replace them anytime soon until I craft really good gloves with the rapid facet on it and start crafting on it. Why do I take damage here? Did you see that? Ah, I know what's going on. Just as I died earlier. Okay, I know how to describe this. And it's gone now, okay. Shit. I know what happened there. I died to one guy placing the fire there. And that fire was invisible. But it still persisted because of they have such a long uptime. By the way, notice this. Now all the fires while cooking pull from your houses. No, the geyser would still have been there. Because they last that long, and I just but because I was killed when it was active, when it was activated, it didn't trigger the animation of it. See, now it's gone. So it was seen as there, but I died before the animation could load. But you know, the buffing these is actually really interesting. The max health, you know why? You can get with way less to trigger that. Here. If I would put this into that armor piece with the that enchantment power increases, also buff the negative effects, as we mentioned earlier, right? So if I put this gem into my gloves right now, nothing would happen. I would still not trigger the low health builds, right? But you can, this is the insane part, put it in, and then when you get hit enough, this will double with the big version of the gem. So if you fall below 50% health, suddenly this is 36%. So with less focus on the low health stuff, you can trigger it already. So this would turn into 36%, right? Combine that with a plague ring, and I would be already at 100%. Like, I would be already on 50% health. And because I triggered it by taking damage, suddenly my max health is below 50%, so it's always active. I need to learn the buff foods at this point. Give me a second. Alright, see you in a bit. Yeah, like I said, I have this idea, with builds are fun again, I have this idea of just using this as an elemental bow for going the 500, the later 40% physical damage increase to just keep up the 60% crit chance and stamina cost reduction. And then go for a full focus build. Which of course will be a lot easier if I gain... What's it called? If I should ever get this ring that uses health instead of focus. That's honestly the main goal. Consumables. Ah, okay. Ah, I don't have enough anymore. Too bad. Well, I get that one in the future then. God, I'm looking forward so much to the new housing update and the comfort system. No, 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 no. What the fuck is this delivery duty? Wanting 2 chipped spikes? Are you insane? I only found 2 in my time of playing.
Let's get.
I literally found this second one earlier today on this stream. The one that I put into this bow. Alright, I didn't check Greenwich today. Oh, just a woven ring. That's unfortunate. And no bear heart. Man, you are really letting me down today. I barely use bombs, so... Thing is, it may become a lot more interesting because I can see some classes also use bombs with passives that have done similar passives to bombs being not used up. So traits for that. Yes, it's definitely far better, but it's just not for me. Hamena, hamena, hamena!
Be silent as a whisper, or loud as a thunder.
And especially in the end, bombs just drop off so much. 90 damage? 135 damage? It is a really nice ring if you find it early on, when those bombs are really good. Look at this beauty! With this one I obviously won't go onto any of the durability stuff, right? Since it has reduced durability. Lose focus on damage taken. I can live with that one. But since I want exactly, especially since I do want this for the fire build I have planned together with my friends. I talked to you about it, the one goes plague, one bleeds, one fire, right? And with how this bow attacks, this is so good for co-op. And it's 3 arrows, so it will build up element very quickly. And I honestly trust this bow for co-op way more than this. The reason? Sometimes the arrows go in circles around the enemy for some time if I shot them from too close or too far. And that can be really bad for co-op. Wait a second, why did I put paper in here? I constantly get it, that's stupid. But yeah, I do need to make... I forgot that I wanted to make a new... My definition of color... My definition of it is everyone has fun, not just me. This is just a pedestal. It will be unfortunate that I cover up this beautiful mural on... this beautiful painting on the floor. But... Look at this. The bed right where the songbox is. Unfortunately, this is in the way. The one pillar here is in the way of it, but I do like the idea, but I can make that better. Yeah, now it's visible. And it even zooms in nicely that you can see that beautiful painting at the side still. These will go later to the research table, obviously. But for now, they are just a fire hazard. This is... No, I can sit here. Perfect. Sorry, I went a bit crazy there decorating.
Every trinket a treasure. Maybe those chaps from Fables.
You and Pine lose what's kind. Pine and you. You and Pine lose what's kind. Pine and you lose what's true.
God, look at this. They really need to work on the sap, but sap is so good. I take sap over more wood any day. Sorry. I know you see it differently.
There's stamina store. This city deserves a word of you.
Let's first finish this one. I don't have any more chipped coal, but I will get that easily enough. Oh, I forgot to put the other chest in. I think it's also time we visit the Crucible once. Oh god, not again. Quick, 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 quick. Okay, let's see. Yeah, as usual, now it works. No, 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 not my goods. Armor penetration. Ooh, 20 health regen in combat. There, what are my other activities? Nameless Pass and Marron Woods. Okay. So I can just continue with the lumber mill today. Yeah, okay, I will do this now. This is too important. I see again someone asking. Radia Raptor, how are you doing? So, new topic. Renaming elements to ailments and compendium. Now status effects. Category, feedback, suggestion, weapons, status effect. Tab element and from the into status effects to go in tandem with advanced status effects. I have seen a lot of confusion about bleed not being physical damage as it is under element. Did I finish my legacy build to the final form? Very nice! I can imagine especially low health builds will be much stronger with old items since they removed the reduced damage on low health enchantments. There, guys, please look into this one to give it attention. Because I feel this should be done very quickly. Don't. There. This one time I also put it into the Discord and asked for people there to engage with it. Hey, it's nice. And why settle for less damage when you can have all the damage, right? Yeah, like I said. I also had an idea for Wind of Death build that swaps between 2 different Wind of Deaths. You start with a Blitze Wind of Death, so you gain the life steal against bleeding enemies. Then you swap over to a Plague Wind of Death to trigger faster damage. Dealing plague damage to a bleeding target will reduce enemy build-up recovery speed. So your statuses last longer. And at the same time, when you trigger the Plague status, both Bleed and Plague can be up at the same time. You gain another 10% lifesteal. That together with Plagued Ring, and then triggering 100% increased chance on gloves to get double this lifesteal. You will have such a fuck ton of lifesteal. And getting healed while being hit, that one's insane. Look at this, how little stamina it takes. But it's still more than 3, that's weird. Well, I don't know how they all interact together. After this area is finished, we will attempt our first crucible on this character. Duskchild's cloak, that's also... Oh, that's cloth. Not too bad, honestly, not too... Okay, I take it back. Very bad. Yeah, funnily enough, focus regeneration works from gems. But it seems when the enchant is on a helmet, it still doesn't work. I assume you are using the Wind of Death. Ah, this is mesh. Makes unfortunate sense. Ah, wand, okay. But to be fair then, isn't it a hybrid between Legacy and New? Ah, shit, I went too early. I hate doing this. Okay, this was pine. I don't think I need that anytime soon. And yes, I'm an asshole. I know that. Don't worry. That one I think is pine as well. Birch we definitely want. We want birch and spruce at the moment. Spruce because we still need to upgrade a lot of our buildings. Yep, that was pine. I honestly find it so funny that physical damage increases the damage of your tools as well. I definitely can't leave a boar tusk behind. I'm sorry, pine planks. And pine wood. Yeah, I mean, that build won't be able to be replicated once 1.0 releases. Yeah, but who knows how it will turn out at 1.0. My food inventory is full, so I do need to return. I'm just looking forward to that so much already. And I said it a few times already. I think 1.0 is a lot closer than we think. They drop so many hints for that. It's just they don't want to confirm anything and only leave hints because, well, if it's hints, we just misunderstood, right? But the biggest hint is that the current one is their last big sale. And I don't think they just mean the 40%, but even the 25% sales and so on. They usually had with big updates when they released. Then during a Q&A, Thomas said literally, oh yeah, we now have an aggressive timeline for 1.0 and put our entire team to it. So, if I'm not mistaken, I think the next thing will come in a post-patch for this. The Let's Say It Together Refined. Where they put in the planned... what's it called again? The planned comfort system. Dude, I'm looking forward to it. Why are you scared? I'm curious. Because it will be overwhelming or other reasons? Okay, can you go into detail as to why?
I've got things you didn't know. Man's best friend is the blade.
Your will be half as strong as my work. Always go with the grain, young one. You and Pine use what's kind.
Sacrament and dole.
Poison is just another word. We can restore. Let's get it.
I honestly don't think they will. Because for a big point that they do this is to give us more freedom, you know? Not to reduce our freedom. And once we swap a weapon, we swap the class. I don't think they would ruin our builds depending on that. We will still have that freedom. We will have even way more freedom. Since weapons will lose their stat requirement. Ready up, AHs. How are you doing? And then we I think that is what will happen. Because we don't get more... or we will get way more freedom. Right now, like I said, we are locked with the stat system. I am now fully spec'd into decks, and if I wanted to swap to a different bow in this build, I couldn't. Like, this bow... Yeah, which is completely understandable. I'm doing good, just a bit exhausted. Sorry about that. So I could not use this bow now, because well, this one requires faith as well, right? But in the future I can just swap over. And you can say, you basically build your own class. Yes, you are taken into a class once you equip a weapon, but that only means you earning class points for that class, nothing else. You can mix and match any and all traits. You get basically, as it is planned right now, 6 trait slots, and I could use Paladin, Marauder, Barbarian, Necromancer, Frost Mage, and Monk. 6 traits from 6 classes that have nothing to do with the bow, yet make my very own bow build that may work just for me. I think they will give way more interesting enchants as well, because they work on they revealed one assassin trait already that may be coming. When you are hiding in shadows, because they have a really advanced lighting and shadow system, if you hide in shadows, you will be invisible for enemies. If they patrol past you, you can backstab them, basically. It's for that. So I could see traits being brought in that work like, oh, you deal more damage, or not traits, enchantments, sorry. You deal more damage while you are in the shadows. Stuff like that. And that is an enchantment that, yes, the assassin would totally rule with, but every class can make use of it. And every build. And then you go into... you could still, on my archer, I could still use the... Oh, now in the shadows I am invisible, but I can use a big rune attack from the shadows for the extra damage. It was a bit further away, so I could still sit in it. A bit too far away now. No! That was the wrong thing. Yes, this works. But yeah, I think it will loosen our restrictions for builds. And not chain us closer to something. Since they also revealed in Discord that traits won't be upgrades, but side grades. They define playstyle, not power. I hope I could elevate your fears just a bit. Since I don't want to say they are irrelevant or something like that, they aren't. Everyone's fears with this are completely valid. So I just try to make them easier. To reduce them, if that makes sense. Sorry if I'm just blabbering bullshit right now.
Wouldn't you like to see sacrament?
God, this is so good. Instead of 15 minutes, if I would have enough sap, it would be 3 minutes. They really need to increase the sap, though. Ah, wait. Yeah, that sap is lost, unfortunately. I forgot that I wanted to make this the refinery room. Did I empty my food inventory? Nope.
Wouldn't you like
The round one, that is an alchemy table. The adept alchemy table. I think it's a tier 3 alchemy table now. Same with us having a new cooking station. Let's see. Yes, it's a tier 3 alchemy. I don't know. I don't know if this one was in the game before even, to be honest. Like here, this cooking station, the cook stuff, that one is completely new.
this city? Where have you?
Rodents aren't the end.
Okay, if I go away. Okay, I can still cook here, that's good. Yes, the basic ones craft tier 1 and 2 items. Whereas these allow for advanced garments. So these go tier 3 and I assume tier 4. And then I guess, this is just my guess, that there will be one more level after this that will then do tier 4 and 6. Tier 5 and 6, sorry. Since right now, our weapons as well. Here, the first 3 items, even iron, is part of the tier 1 learning. Tier 1 and 2. And then we have tier 3 and the next one. You can see this and with this icon. This basically shows what you need to craft it. Which bench. And refineries have more because why not? It's easier to reduce time in those things. That is correct. With interviews and Q&As, Thomas has already confirmed that tier 6 will be the maximum. I love how you see my damage while gathering go up by 1 as soon as I hit max focus. Because of this gem. It's not as good right now because at the moment I need to use the focus to utilize this to its max. Ah, way too soon. Way too soon. God, fishing is so good now. Ooh, an essence ember. Always nice to have. More raw bass, also very nice. Okay, time to go to the camp. Oh. Almost missed the tomatoes.
A sailor. But that's unexpected.
More birch sap.
Sit still, father. Can't hide a bandage.
It was a
squirming
there's
about. My father.
There's no milk.
Yes.
Sorry guys, I need to steal from you first.
Berries and nuts.
We hunt for the rice. But we do not.
Ooh, a model to pass. How much do we actually have and need? Okay, we need more silver ingots for this. I know that they are weaker storage space and, well, placement space wise, they are inferior to the other chests, but I still like using them because they look good.
Watch yourself, Sarim. Something spooked my sickness in the... Don't tell him I said that.
Ow. That is a bigger glow than that one. I think that is how you can see now if there are better things in there. Since see how this one is way smaller compared to that glow. Ah, from there, okay. And that way we get from settling over. I noticed it a few times already that some of these shinies look different now. Yep, see? There was even a plagued item in there. This should not be the case. I am sorry once again, this is a quick report. Let me go to the pan skill quick, just to be sure. Why does this one fall under... Why is that under health? Yeah, I did that. That's what I did right now, and it is on there as well, but that makes no sense. Here it is under health. No, a stamina category. Since yes, it comes from focus, but it does buff stamina. Stamina points 85. Stamina points 87. Honestly, in that case, I will put it under I will make a suggestion to change that. Because that makes no intention. Like, even the symbols here, look at that. Here, boot, and here, boot. Feedback, suggestion. Hello, once more. That in the Google document for enchants and in the game enchant on pants. Just to be doubly safe, max stamina increased by percentage of max focus. Max stamina increased by percent of max focus under the health category. Act to move it to stamina. All of your damage is converted to element. To lightning, to be exact. In the description even has the stamina boot. This stamina symbol. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if people will hate me for this, and I don't care, to be honest. In my opinion, this is just confusing. Maybe wait until you get an essence ember. Instead of using your, at the moment, really rare fallen embers. I would keep them to reroll negative effects. You just need to find a weapon that, plagued armor piece that does come with lightning damage on it. And then you can replace existing enchants as well. You don't just place them on empty slots. Okay. Ah, it's that type of gloves. Okay. Where it was still on, when physical was still part of the damage category. Which is why physical was so bad in the past, in my opinion. Oof. By the way, you know what is really good now? Oof, durability increases. Let's get rid of this food as well to get more room. What ember bug? Ah, I didn't even know that existed. Interesting. Cheers, Kuro. Guys, I will use this safe spot right now that we just created to really quick put on an ad. That way, no action will be interrupted. Nope, coffee. Let me see. It's not. No, you won't. Sorry, ready up, Silas. Wait, you were here already. Cheers, Silas. My brain is fried. Sorry, I just replied to a post on the forum. It was about that more side quests should be added, and I just wanted to inform that person that more side quests are already planned, but that they are most likely getting saved for 1.0, so even us that put hundreds of hours in already will get much more new stuff than just the story. And the other thing that person mentioned was adding branching storyline, and I just don't see that is needed. Not every game needs that. Not every game needs to be trying to be a big narrative game like that, you know? Especially since the world already feels so alive with the NPCs changing how they react. And heck, Silas, you were the one that told me in Discord. I have not been looking for them yet, but those two introverts that you can get to meet at a tavern. That stuff alone makes a world alive. Not branching storyline. It will be in roughly 8 hours or so, I would think. Into the Wicked went to bed just earlier to get sleep for it. Wicked Creators Podcast. Found it. It will be live in 7 hours. 7.5. And you forgot Into the Wicked. He's also part of it. Well, Wicked Builds is also in there, so... yeah, look on whose channel it is. Yeah, because of the thumbnail. I also thought it was Into the Wicked channel, to be honest. The thumbnail makes you think that relatively easy, that it's only 4 people. I know this is relatively simple right now, but I am happy with how I designed the house so far. Wait. A bit more structure. So everything that drops from enemies as materials comes in there. And everything that needs refining. I know hide and such also drops from enemies. But I mean resources that needs refining. And gets from mining, from fishing, refining and gathering. Let's call it like that. Comes in one chest. I mean, later on I will remove this chest anyway. And put all of those things into the crafting house. But I don't have enough chests for that yet. Since I want 1 material chest for every... And I really want to get more order in there. Okay, let me check something or write something.
This island will be healed.
Yeah, I need and I need whisper stones.
If not, better this.
Oh, Silas, by the way. Remember when I showed you the Balak Talon again? I forgot at that moment the freaking debuff, the freaking bug was a thing, or is a thing that rerolls rewards.
Always go with the grain, young one.
Thanks to that, I had gotten another 2 Radiant Embers.
Those animals.
Who needs the intended way when you can do this? Is there a chest? No. No chest. Sad. Still no idea why we left this thing. Though there must be some reason. I know the most say it's useless right now, but I don't think it is. Of course I can be completely wrong. Ah, abundant of calmness again. Is it better than mine? 818. 1639. Not even close. Alright, this. Torchborn tunic. Why leather? By the way, Silas, do you want... I already posted it as a suggestion, but do you want to know something really funny we noticed earlier? Which seems to be intended since it's also in the enchantment document. The enchantment, max stamina increased by percentage of max focus, falls under the health category. Another essence ember, very nice. Ah, okay. I know why this thing is here. This door is still chained. This will open later. And lifting up that blade will most likely open a way down here. Because look, you would go through there, and then in that direction is the blade we just lifted up. Ah, shit, I forgot to turn the crane. Oh! But also weight increase. Thank you. I think I will work with these gloves. Instead of these. Yes, these are already made and everything. But these look better. Or I will keep them. No, I will keep them for my co-op build. These are exactly... these are the gloves I was talking about. Lol. Ah, whoops, I forgot to go over there. But I think I can go on... Nope, I can't. Boar tusk, happily taken. Ooh, tomatoes, also happily taken. Now let's do our best to not die down there. Ooh, another armor penetration. I'm gonna grab that already. Also armor penetration. The overall speed increase after shock, if I ever go for a shock build again, will be nice. There, I keep it like that for now. Wait, it's only one? Where's the second one? The fuck? Oh, there it is! That was scary. And again, the freaking fake chest. Everything is intact, but I can't open a single one. Fucking red herrings.
Sarum, Governor Elties.
Sorry, but first we need to clean our inventories. Before we get another triple drop.
This city deserves a new Wouldn't you like to spread a view?
Sometimes a voice.
These are my scissors? No, these are my scissors. Warm yourself.
I don't want to go too much into linen right now. So I will need them for upgrades.
Victory is born.
Nothing interesting here.
What? The Great Blade.
You and Pine lose what's kind. Pine and you lose what's true. Always go.
Eyes up.
Poison is just another word.
I think this is the damage buff, right? Yes. Good.
We can restore history. You cannot.
It won't give me the piece I want. Okay, let me check something for plagued pants real quick. Oh yes, definitely. I definitely want durability pants. Wait, no, pants also had something else, right? Yeah, movement speed. Yeah, movement speed or durability. Those are the ones I want. I have a workbench in my other house. I still have no plagued pants. What do you mean here? I am looking for the feather armor that has a quiver at the side, at the back. I don't know what it's called. But it is the one with the massive side boober as well. That's the unfortunate side effect of that one. Since I go after looks right now, to be honest. Since we can, to be frank. I have plenty of the shock status speed increases, so I don't need to worry about that. Physical damage, armor penetration, several. I still have not found good-looking cloth pants, though. With the helmet, luckily we can hide the helmet now. And right now I am not using the plagued Ica I just got, because I want to wait for the drop from the boss first. Since, according to Thomas, and my own experience,
Serum,
boss
the
drops
waters are draining, but we heard
have been
shouts
heavily
from the old
increased.
tree line.
I told you it weren't no bear.
Dude, don't worry,
Where are the
Cyrus.
others?
It was.
Heck, I'm glad you can relax so much during my streams that you fall asleep.
Tore right through us.
I don't see it as an insult, I see it as a compliment.
But I ran.
It's not your fault.
Perhaps it is fate that you came after all, Serum.
I hate this
This
guy.
carnage does not go unanswered.
So sorry.
Fuck off.
Return to their camp and see if you can track the creature. Winnick and I will tend to Reed and Farron here.
I
before we
hate
continue to the
Reed
sisters.
with a passion.
Don't go. You'll end up like the rest, torn to pieces. He's got claws like iron and poison for blood.
So it bleeds.
Ready up, Jinxie. How are you doing? How are you finding No Rest for the Wicked? Ooh, the mottled amethyst. How high are they increasing again? Only 60%, okay. No. Not these. These. We don't want to give away the ones we actually make use of now, do we? Ow. Shit! Oh well. Them be the breaks. There we go. Oh, no unique this time. Unfortunate. And no Radiant Ember either. Them's the break. This would have been so awesome if the if it would work as I want, as the bow is intended. I think today I will keep, I make a compromise, since again, I wanted to rest today. So I will keep it at this one region. Fuck, why can't I take the fish? I just emptied my inventory. Now it works. Weird. Though, I said we will do one run of the Crucible, and we will. So that will decide how long the stream goes. However long that will take. Oh, I forgot the fish here as well. Thank you. I'm really curious to see how long it will take for the...
The hunters that escape.
Lacquered bow to get fixed. Since honestly, that bug hitting the biggest selling point of the bow.
Not sure it was wise for the serum to hear all that.
They do not see.
Ready up, man! Doing good. I even found earlier gloves I can very easily work into the triple formation gloves I talked about. They already come with 12% life leech against bleeding targets and the crit chance against burning targets on them. But yeah, I may need to find another gem for this other than max focus. Finally getting to use it. The stream also may not be that much longer, to be honest, since we are doing a Crucible run and then we end the stream. I'm still missing several key pieces for my build, unfortunately. I mean, I could grab them from other characters, but where's the point in making a new character then, right? Oof. A Radiant Ember. Okay, stays the same right now. Yeah, I'm going for this. It may not be working right now, but it will be in the future. So I will be future-proofing this bow right now. Splat. Well, doesn't matter. I need to repair anyway. Guys, I have a question for you.
Maddie, have you heard? Dear me. What?
Like, most of the time, or in general, I won't be playing this character off stream, right? But my question for you is... off-stream Crucible runs. Yay or nay?
Dear me. You look like a ball of yarn at the top of the stairs. I'd say more like the bottom.
I've always made, but it used to. No.
Pine planks and boar skulls. Guys, before we go in, let's grab a boar skull. Oh, it's actually the opposite. It's so I won't overextend myself, Silas. It was if I want to play, and on this character as well. If it's okay to do some what's it called, Crucible runs off stream.
You cannot rush it.
There is Ellsworth.
Ready up, Metal Carthos, and welcome. No, at the moment I am not. I will be playing multiplayer later. Right now this is a solo realm. Let's be sneaky and grab this.
Beat apart. Keep your wits about. Those would.
Loot launch chests.
Hello, old friend.
Oh, I need the pine planks first.
You and pine, choose what's kind. Pine and you, choose what's true.
Serum?
Good day to you.
There.
One of the governor's better speeches.
The stonemasonry is closed on Ellsworth's order.
And that is also something during a full, when I do the final 1. Well, final in quotation marks, when I do the 1.0 story, I may also do some farming areas and so on off stream. Since otherwise, since I know I will want to play the game all day, I will be streaming all day long.
Yes, yes, that's it. Your blood was the key. Astonishing. This is the largest Sarum ruin I've ever seen. Ooh. And there's that feeling in the air again. Can you sense it? How strange. It's the same as that spot in the square.
Fuck! This happens to me so fucking often. It's simple. Many want to see all the steps. Especially if they want to see how you get to a build.
Good day.
And in 1.0 that may become even better or more important as to leveling different classes. There, let's take this one out. It hurts, but we currently just don't have a reliable way to stay at maximum focus. Hmm. Well, I am not really at the min-maxing state. So for now, let's just add a bit of comfiness.
Does Ellsworth care more about our
Well, it happens easily. I keep forgetting that that jump is deadly.
By the gods. The Sayer speaks to you. You've awoken the chamber.
Elsa, out of the way.
I think I know. The ancient well,
What do we think? How far will I get? It's so weird that we are getting loot again. Ooh, this armor looks good. And by the way, isn't it fun how weak the bow looks? If you look at the damage of just one of the arrows. Ah, shit. God damn it. Okay, I need to be careful here. Quick, 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 quick. Eat, eat, eat. Jesus. Are you kidding me? The range of these fuckers. The elemental damage was a mistake. Nice, at least I got my model jewel back. In moments like these, I really miss the runes of the bow. The Skyburst volley especially, where you can jump into the air and then release several arrows at the enemy. Honestly, I may go for a low health version of this build. Very risky. But the damage output could be immense. Fuck, 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 fuck. Grappos those Fetzos? You do realize we haven't even seen them in this run, right? Well, this is the last chamber before the boss, so let's see if you are right. I believe if I die, it will be the boss at this point. Most likely because I will try to play around the buff of this bow for the extra crit chance and stamina reduction. Good bet. Very good bet, to be honest. there? No, let's see. Shit. Ooh. Shit! I was stuck! Oh, so close. You know the worst part about this loss right now?
What did it feel like for your story to be untold?
You know the very first part? Worst part? If this bow wasn't bugged, I would have won. The last part, the 24% if you have forced physical damage increase by 24%, isn't working. Silas, that boss had less than 25% health left, it had 10% left. So if that had been working, it would be dead. And here, let's see if I can't, once again, easily proving that this thing is bugged is so easy. All I need is something this asshole doesn't have. You're welcome. I'm proving, or I'm showing again how this one doesn't work. And then I will end the stream. Since blade oil increases the physical damage by 20%.
Make a fortune.
God has sent the madrigal to fulfill a great purpose. The holy city will soon be free.
First we need, but here, look already, it's 49 on a crit and 30 without a crit, right? Look at that, 49, 30, 31, it's the same. But now, if we use the blade oil, increasing our physical damage by 20%, we go up to 56 and 57 crits. And this is still very weak from the roll from the bow. This goes up to 40% physical damage increase. But for now, thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate the support. And as always, ready up for the next hunt.